Hey family, we have a new crew tier with exclusive members only polls, messages, and content. We already have some videos live, like our skeleton key reading, a spirit animal bird reading, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx key. Make sure you hit the join button so you can go deeper down this experience with me. Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless, it's love-based. I'm really excited because this is our first video of 2025 when it comes to the public readings. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had an amazing holiday season. I hope it was peaceful. I hope it closed out the way you wanted it to. And if not, I hope that you feel like you're in a good place for it to start rolling in your favor. All right. We're going to look to see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. I think that's a great way to start the new year. Again, it's a timeless message, so whenever you find it, it should be relevant for you. Now, I also want to mention, as far as memberships, those of you that are channel members, you should already have a video live. It will either be the career money reading or it will be the incoming messages reading. Either way, you'll have one and you'll have another one in the next couple of days. And I am not done. I have at least one love reading that we're going to add to the channel under that Onyx key tier. All right. So I am going to hop into the pile selection for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me verbally describing each pile. Let's do it now. Pile number 1 is the gingerbread drink. Pile number 2 is the winter matcha drink. Pile number 3 is the peppermint mocha drink. And then pile number 4 is the eggnog. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my gingerbread winter drink. Let's see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. These are timeless messages. So when you find it, it should be relevant to you. If you chose your right pile, which I have faith in you that you did. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to get you an overview so we can get the overall theme for your next incoming connection. And we do look with the intention of your next connection, not just like next, I guess, interest, the next actual connection. Okay. My pile number 1, my gingerbread drink. Tell me, give me a good overview for my pile number 1, please. I'm actually hearing the Aaliyah song that I have not listened to in a long, like, Try Again. Like, dust yourself off and try again. So if you've needed to, like, if you've kind of been hit, or it's been miss after miss after miss with romance, this is your confirmation you're in your right place, right space. Definitely gonna come after some type of miss, right? Whether it's just an incompatibility with someone or it just was not right. Like if you're dating, right? You're actively dating. The first date may not necessarily be the person, right? Like if you date 5 people next, the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, maybe that, you know, and even if it doesn't have to be 5, it could literally just be 2. Like, okay, the first one is not working out. It's not going anywhere in the way that I want it to. The second one will be where we're headed with that. And if it's already resonating, then you know what I mean, because I'm seeing delays here. Okay, yeah, okay, delays, because the card that came out is the new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. That could be a relevant season, could be a placement for some of you. I know that shortly after the new year, I think the January 8th is standing out to me. I believe that's when we have that nodal shift, that north node, south node from Aries Libra to Virgo Pisces, right? So we will have that. and that will be a relevant year. So definitely those of you real time, this year is going to be a year that is impactful to your love life, okay? But when we talk about meditation and contemplation, when it comes to what's incoming in love, you're needing to ground and make sure that you're really seeing people clearly. Pisces is very dream rose colored glasses esque, so it's very easy to kind of get lost in who you think someone is or who you want them to be versus where you actually stand with them. So just be cognizant of that. That may be that kind of miss finally hit, right? That may be what it is, okay? Knowing where you stand with people. Also, it says that the person that's coming in, right, your next partner, is actually going to be someone that's very grounded and very stable. Someone that's very like that contemplates, right? Like they think a lot, okay? So let me see here. But I like overall, this is a stable energy of just kind of being at peace. Like your next partner is someone that you're going to be very comfortable and like at peace dealing with. And you know what? I normally put the bottom, I normally put the bottom here and I normally put my card there, but for whatever reason, this pile needs to backtrack in some way. You're going to end up backtracking in some way. So I think a lot of you are going to be reflecting on the past things you've done wrong, partners and in your interactions with them, and basically you're going to realize what it is you do and don't want in a partner, and that's going to make it easier. And I see that's how the next partner, you stumble upon them. I'll say it like that. I mentioned that north node south node axis shifting to that Virgo Pisces axis. So some of you may have a north, like some of you, I feel like you're stepping into your nodal return or reversal. So basically if you have a north node in Virgo or Pisces, this is a monumental year for you, and it will be impacting what's coming towards you in love, as it should, because your north node is your purpose, your life purpose. Your south node is, you know, your past lives and where you're comfortable and your gifts and talents and things like that. So it's a big year for you, especially if you fall into that category I just listed. So I'm happy to be able to give you that message. Definitely follow the transits and keep up with how the transits are impacting your natal chart. This will be a year for you to really understand astrology. If you're not worried about it, I won't. I just wanted to give you that tidbit, just so you're aware. But this is also a message of don't fumble your connection, because this feels like a pile of you've kind of self-sabotaged historically, and there's a risk of you doing it potentially again when it comes to your next connection, right? Because meditate and contemplate, don't let your past hold you back. Like let go of any past grievances, trauma, resentment from other people. And even if you end up rekindling, because some of you might rekindle with someone from your past, you can't hold on to that baggage because it throws you off. It throws off the connection, okay? But I see some of you possibly fumbling. I hate that. I hate using that term, but like, you know, that's what people say, kind of self-sabotaging a potential connection with a love interest because you're, I don't know, something about the past energy, something about needing to reflect on where you can better manage how you're interacting with other people, especially on a romantic level. So let me get you more cards so we can see what all of this is. Some of you, you're getting a clear message of don't be afraid of the past repeating itself when it comes to certain people and personalities, right? Like if you see yourself really being interested in someone, as you will at some point, right? When this next person comes in, don't let your past bind you when it comes to progressing with this person. Treat them, let that go. Treat them like they're a brand new from scratch person, even if they're not. But a lot of you, this will be a brand new from scratch person, and just make sure you're not projecting what you think you know, what you've already experienced on this new person that you don't have any experiences with, right? You're trying to get to know this person. You don't know them already. Like, don't overreact to what you think they're saying and doing, right? Because Pisces is illusion. It's where we project. It's where we see what we want to see or what we think we understand instead of what is. So again, make sure you're seeing this person clearly, not, and I don't say it in a villainous way, like, oh, they're lying about who they are. That's not what I'm saying at all. Maybe the shadow, but the lighter side is you may be projecting your insecurities and your past traumas on this person in a way that the message, we don't want you to do that, okay? So we've got Two of Crystals, balance and adaptability, which meditate and contemplate. This is a pile. Okay, so before you enter any connection, this is a pile of, yes, you have someone that is incoming in love. Yes, you have an ex-partner. Before that, there will be a slowdown. There will be delays. There may be hit and miss before you get to that person because there's some inner work that has to happen here. When we talk about grounding and balancing, we have the Death card of transformation, transition, liberation, and clearing that and freeing yourself so that you're in a space to fully be present in a connection, because this combination is not someone that's present. This is someone that's in the past, right? Again, we talk about Pisces ruling the 12th house of your hidden aspects of yourself, your self-sabotaging tendencies you don't realize you have. It's your hidden gifts, right? It's hidden enemies, hidden allies. It's you not being able to discern where you're making the mistakes, where you're projecting, where someone's actually doing something shady, right? Like you're not necessarily seeming to be in that space, right? At the point of the reading now. And some of you are going to be like, no, 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 I get what you're saying. This is my past energy. Great. I'm glad you're stabilizing and moving beyond it, because once that transition of this happens, that's when you'll step into a space where the love will begin to approach you, because you'll already be embodying that, right? So let me see. Yeah, awakening, renewal, enlightenment. Right, so we got a death, a transformation, and an awakening. It feels like and that is the peacock, so that feels kind of like phoenix. Like I associate kind of peacock energy with phoenix energy of death and rebirth, kind of morphing into a new version of yourself so that you can experience the type of connection you want, right? Because we always talk about on the channel in the 9 love readings, yes, you want a partner, yes, you have this list. A lot of you are, big on manifestation. Okay, you have this list of what you want in a partner. Are you currently a person that is in alignment with those qualities, right? Do you live in a way that is in alignment with those qualities? How do you interact with people that have those qualities? And I personally will let you know, if a person with those qualities, and if you encountered a person with those qualities in a person that you're not sexually attracted to, how would you react to them? Because I've noticed that I see people like, right, like they'll be like, this is what I want in a partner, and they'll list all of those things, and I'm like, first of all, I know you personally, you hate people like that. No, 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 this is the type of partner I want. You hate people like that. I know this. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. When you see someone like, so I'll use straight people, we're easier. Like you know what I mean to describe. My LGBTQ, all of you are welcome. Everyone has a place, a space. I love to read all of you on the table, but it's easier to describe what I'm trying to say using the straight example. So straight people, us, right? I'll use women since that's me. Okay. You have a female friend, right? And she's like, this is what I want in a man. Okay, cool. You hate women like that. You get really competitive with women like that. You actively sabotage women like that. You see what I'm saying? So if you hate that, like if you couldn't see yourself being friends with someone that you're not, someone of the opposite sex, someone that you're not sexually attracted to, how do you think you're going to act when someone tries to love you in that sense? Like that doesn't just go away because you're attracted to the person. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that's you, but sometimes the self-awareness thing, okay? Because I know we're 11 minutes in, but that seems to be a thing. Ace of Acorns, creative force, confidence. So I didn't want this to be that kind of reading, because I know some of you guys, especially in the public readings, you're like, yeah, get to the love, get to the love. Well, you've got a lot to do before you can get to the love. I do see that spark though. Those of you that this is the past and you've landed here, remember, past, present, incoming, you've landed here. You're like, yep, this is where we've been. Thank you for reminding me. You're reminding me that I'm in my right place, right space. Now, where are we going when it comes to love? Let's ride. I got all kinds of other decks that we're going to pull from, because this deck, this pile specifically came out with this energy. I'm going to leave it melon pop. I'll get you an extra deck. But just a reminder, the first messages we got, clear that first, right? Figure out what's actually compatible with you first. Figure out how you actually interact with people in a romantic sense first, right? Are you ready to be in a connection with anyone? And once you get to the place space that you actually are, we're going to see next. I got a gazillion decks, so we'll definitely get your next partner. Long story long, because all of that was relevant. Watch that part multiple times if you're serious about actually finding love this year. This feels like my single pile, or my pile where you're always in something that's confusing. If that's you, that first part of this reading, you need to watch it multiple times. It's free, literally free. The message is that who's coming towards you in love, how you recognize your next partner, they're going to go over your head. You're not going to be interested in them. You're not going to be attracted to them. You probably will be very suspicious of them. Even if you're attracted to them, right? You recognize that you're attracted to them. You will be suspicious of them. You won't trust them because you seem to have a lack of discernment and a lack of self-awareness a little bit. I'm not calling you names. I want you to get it right. I want you to have a real next partner. I'm not one of those readers that just reads what's pretty so that you can like the reading. I want you to get what you came here to get. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like you're going to recognize your next partner. That I'm not laughing at you, but it hit me. I'm like, okay, pile one, my gingerbread drink. Right now we're at a point where this is in the way and you're not gonna recognize your next partner. That's why it's slow, slow, slow. So for example, if you meet this person tomorrow, and you're still in this or stepping out of this, it may take you months of dealing with this person to realize that this could actually be a really healthy thing for you, because you don't seem to be, and I don't say this as an insult, this is my power. If you're not in therapy, I do encourage it, because it feels like one of those groups of, you don't really recognize when people are like show you love and treat you well, because it doesn't seem like you're used to being on the receiving end of that. Like it feels like you're suspicious of people that are genuinely sending you good energy, because it's foreign to you, right? So that's why when we talk about energy clearings and mental health, it like you don't seem to recognize genuine love when it's aimed at you. Okay. All right, you may be seeing repeating fours. I just saw 444. What is this? We've got trapped, imprisonment, caught, blockages, cornered, and stuck. Some of you, this may be someone you perceive yourself as being stuck with. And I'm not even kidding. So like sometimes when we're meant to connect with people, we keep stumbling upon them in ways that we're not really like trying to. Some of you, that is how you'll recognize your next partner. You just can't quite get away from this person. That's kind of the energy that I've got, right? Like you're going to be stuck. Some of you, it's going to be energetic. It's like, okay, you keep thinking about this person. You're like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this person often. I don't know why, like the energy is so weird, right? Like that's going to be an indicator. So let me keep pulling cards. I'll pull 3 more and then take the bottom, and I'll move over to those other decks. I've got I Want You Back, Regrets, Missing You, Sadness, Sleepless Nights. If all of this trauma is coming from an ex, leave that person alone. I would advise you, because some of you, I actually see you in a cycle, repeated cycle, trapped in a cycle with somebody. Just keep coming back. Don't let the past hold you back, okay? Because I want you back. Don't let your past hold you back. So if it's an ex and it's a cycle, I mean, do what you want, but you know yourself, you know your energy. Like I'm reading what you're most likely to do. If you still have attachments to that ex, I see it happening. I see it happening. And you know that. So let me move on to the next scenario of, I see people here where you've cleared that energy, you've stepped out of it. I mentioned this is your past. Remember I said, maybe not the first, maybe not the second, maybe the third. It feels like you may have to move on. Like someone may try to rekindle with you and you're going to be like, no. Or maybe you'll try and it just doesn't work out, and then you end up where you're supposed to be with who's next. So this is a pile of a journey to this next quality person. I love it because I don't love it in real life. I love it on a table, because remember, I do like to feel like a quality reader. I like you guys like to build trust with y'all. Every pile in a reading like this should not say, yeah, you're going to meet them tomorrow, you're going to meet them next month. No, this says, okay, you got to get rid of the ex. You're going to go back to the ex. You're going to leave it alone. Then you're going to go back out and on the prowl, and maybe you'll date 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. It's not going to be it. And then boom, you'll get that call. Communication, news, offers, excitement, luck. So this is how you'll know. The conversations, the communication. This is someone you're going to be very attracted to mentally. Okay, I know sexual attraction is a thing. I know we like how people look, but this specific person, you're gonna feel like they know you. There's gonna be a sense of familiarity that you maybe have not had with a stranger before. Like it's just gonna be like you're gonna start talking. It could be over the phone, it could be messages, it could be any form of communication, but it's like as soon as you start talking to this person for real and seeing and hearing what they say truly, not what you're interpreting and like looking to be offended and things like that, like it's like, oh, this is like someone I actually am compatible with. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean by you're not going to recognize this person because you'll be so wrapped up in all of that that like you won't even realize you're compatible with the person because it's not familiar. Let me get the one more I said I was going to get in the bottom. My gingerbread, long distance. It could be someone that is at a distance from you. I'm not gonna lie. So because we got distance, travel, time apart. Some of you it's gonna happen as soon as you put distance between your past. I mean ex. I mean whatever baggage, whatever trauma, whatever energy that you have towards other people that would put you on guard when meeting new people. You know how when you're traumatized by connections, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be professional, whatever it is. When you have that baggage of, oh, people treated me like this, so now I don't trust anybody. When you carry that into a connection, you lack the ability to be vulnerable because you have that guard up as you should for your protection. But the only way to step into a genuine connection like the ones we're looking to see is to be able to open up and be vulnerable with somebody else, right? Like that's the only way it's going to happen. So this could be a long distance thing, okay? It could, but it could also be putting distance between your past, leaving your past where it is and looking ahead, all right? This is a very deep pile. You know what? If you're not in memberships, you may find value in memberships. If you don't like the reading, then don't join memberships. But like if you're genuinely wanting to like speed up this progress, yeah, we have excessive drinking, sex addict, unhealthy coping mechanisms. That is in that Pisces energy. Pisces 12th house does rule those things. It does. And those things can affect how we're interpreting our reality, right? Pisces rule mental health, right? We talk about that all the time. So especially with the nodal shift, that's going to affect everybody because it's a global shift, right? It's a universal shift. Actually, you're trapped in what you're hyper fixating on. So this doesn't have to be an actual addiction to stuff, right? This could be an internal mind thing where you're constantly thinking about past situations, past connections, and that's keeping distance from you and a type of connection that would actually benefit you, that you are actually seeking. You see what I'm saying? Some of you, this is going to be someone that you haven't seen in quite some time. Like the actual person, like I'm getting to the person, right? It'll be someone that you haven't seen in quite some time. It won't be someone that you've been connected to. It will be someone that was interested in you at one point, but you were just so wrapped up, right? Addiction and trapped is like, I'm so laser focused on this situation, this person, these people, this stuff, that I don't even see this person interested in me. Like it's gonna be, it may even be someone that's happy to see you after some time. And you'll be like, oh, I forgot all about that person. Because you barely knew them because you were so wrapped up in whatever that is on my table. So let me pull more. I'm not going to make this a super long pile. I have 4 decks. I'm going to pull 1 card from each of the loved ones. And then I'll get you some advice and close you out. So what do we need to know about this actual person? Tell me more about this actual person after all of the stuff that pile 1 works through. Tell me about this actual person. Let's support pile 1. I'll pull more. I'm being told to mirror here. 4. 4 could be a relevant number in some way. Tell me. Self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Okay, that's the priority. Self-indulgence, self-work, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. You'll recognize this person when you realize that the decision to engage this person and keep engaging this person benefits you. Not them, not whatever situation. It's someone that you're interested in that is interested in you, and you feel valued and you feel worthy, right? Like if you're the type, okay, I got you. If you're the type that overextends and constantly tries to show your value to like people, like when you're dating, you're like, yeah, let me make sure this person knows that I'm interested and let me go out of my way. No, you're not going to have to do that, okay? Okay. So why do we need 4 from this deck? I'm a little nosy as the reader. I want to know what's going on. Tell me more about this person. And look at that. We got all 4 of these. Okay. So sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination. You know, I don't know why I get the vibe that this is a pile that would be taken aback. Right? Like when you realize like, hey, I would have never thought I would end up with this person. Not because anything's wrong with the person, but because like a good example. So like I'll use all of you. I'm not calling all of you addicts, right? I'm not going to do that, but we have that card. So let's say hard times, you're overindulging in whatever way, whatever substance, and you're so lost in that like you're wrapped up with this chaotic ex that you're dealing with. You got this crazy situation outside of that with people around you, and then you have this new person that like you really could be engaging, right? But like you're literally needing help. When we talk about abusing substances, things like that. I know it's an extreme example, just work with me. Because some of you it's just depression. Let's say depression, because I don't want to make anyone like, oh no, don't say that. Okay, depression. This person feels like they were there, and it feels like a revelation of the person, if that makes sense. Like it feels like you're going to reflect on an opportunity you had or you have regarding someone, and that's going to kind of sober you up, right? Lift your spirits if you're depressed, things like that. And like, I don't know. I don't really know. It's foggy, and probably because like when people are struggling in that 12th house energy, things get foggy, right? Remember, the lighter side of like Pisces Neptune energy is Hollywood glamour. Like it's not real, but it's pretty. Like so, but you still can't, you don't know what's going on. I have a karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil, fleeting. Not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations. That's what this pile is. So I'm not going to lie to you, pile 1. Remember, I'm keep going back to my first channeled energy. It's not the first one, maybe not even second one, third one. We talk about fumbling opportunities. I feel like some of you are going to meditate. Some of you are going to misstep with a really good potential partner. I don't want that. I'm giving you the reading. You prepare in advance, get yourself together so you don't do that. But some of you are going to have a little bit of regret, feeling like you misstep in an opportunity. I don't know, maybe it's the ex. Maybe you are chaotic to the ex and the ex finally leaves you alone with the back and forth. Like if that's you, you're the chaotic one, this person finally leaves you alone. Or you have so much baggage, you never move beyond your past. You start engaging someone or you try to engage someone and like it just does not work out and it's not the person. You sit with yourself, you're like, man, it could have really worked out with this person, but I was too in my own head, in my own drama, in my own chaos, in my own lacking of confidence and things like that, right? Needing to work on my shadow, needing to prioritize my 12th house, right? And the revelation of that pushing you to make the changes you need to take you to this next person. All I see about the person is that you won't recognize them. It's probably why, like you won't recognize the next partner immediately because all this stuff. So let me see what's at the bottom here. Blowing a kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. Well, it's going to be someone that's interested in you back for sure, okay? Someone that's interested in you back fully, authentically from the start. Like this is someone that's very clear and open about their initial interest in you. It's not somebody doing this cat and mouse. It's not someone that's like, you know, off doing something else. Like this is someone that's very clear in expressing interest, okay, and getting to know you. I feel like the first, second, and or third, depending on where you fall in the pile, misstep, fumbling, feeling like you could have had something good with somebody, karmic connection meant to teach you you want more for yourself than you were allowing in historical connections. That's where we are with this pile. I hope this deck is not that mean. Yeah, because the bottom of your reset is blocked from love. I haven't used this deck in years. I'm so excited. It says there may be emotional baggage from the past blocking you from true love. It's time to release it. Ooh, that's why this deck wanted to come out. Just for you, pile 1, block from love. You better listen to me. Because I do feel like, now that says, sometimes what's going to happen is inevitable. You just brace yourself for it. Like some of you, there's a karmic connection that's going to step in, and it's not going to be necessarily a bad one. You may just, again, misinterpret the person's energy or something like that. You may just like something happens where it doesn't work out, and then you reflect on it and you feel like someone overreacted, if that makes sense. And that it could have worked out in some kind of way. You end up like regretting how it ended, or it doesn't even have to be chaotic. I really don't think it's chaotic. It's just like, let's say you meet somebody and you start dating. You're like, oh yeah, no, me and this person, we're compatible. I like it a lot. And then like you get lost in your chaos and then you just ghost them. Well, like when you encounter them later down the line, or like in a few months, and like they're seeing someone else, you're like, man, I really could have been with that person, but I was just so in my own drama. This person's moved on. Does that make sense? Divinely guided, okay? This love will be divinely guided. Trust the process. In this relationship, you are exactly where you need to be. And if that happens, or if that's happened, because I don't know where all of you are in the connection, in the pile, if that's happened, if I'm like, you're like, yeah, that happens. That's why I want to see what's next for me. That was to open your eyes up where you're self-sabotaging, so that you don't do that when your real connection comes in. Sounds like a karmic contract between you, this ex, this person that you were interested in, whoever. Like it was a karmic connection that was divinely guiding you to manage your depression, to manage your addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the thing is, right? Whatever the childhood limitations, right? Like whatever you picked up in childhood that had you like that. Because everybody's not mentally ill, right? Like everyone doesn't need treatment, but we all have things that we don't always address. Like we learn our habits from somewhere, right? For better, for worse. So which habits are no longer benefiting us for the type of connections we need? That's what this pile is learning, okay? So it's at the bottom. Marriage. You will either take your relationship to the next level, or you will get married. There's much to celebrate. Some of you are going to see somebody get married, that like one of your exes are going to get married, and it's going to upset you. If that's something that you wanted or that you hesitated on, like some of you, if you had an ex that was like you were dragging your feet with, or they were dragging their feet with you because of this, they didn't feel like you were stable enough for it, like just be aware. That's all of this is to clear so you can get where you're going. Now, divinely guided to marriage, your whole journey, all of this stuff we've been talking about, your entire journey is to make you the version of yourself that you need to be for the person you're going to marry. Okay? Again, it's going to be a mental connection. It's going to be someone you connect with immediately, but you won't recognize them as a potential partner because lost in the sauce. Let me get one from this deck. And pile number one, how will pile one recognize their next partner? Keep it. The only look, I told you, I don't make up the table. I don't make up the messages. I channel and I read, and I'm honest about what I see. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. The only way you're going to recognize your next partner is if you do those things. Like I don't even. So what happens is I'm stepping into you, this group of you, right? All of you stuck in this pile, and like I can't even see. There's two reasons why I can't see. One, I can't see because you really, there's no way to describe it. You would not recognize this person even if I tried to if I tried to describe them to you. You're just not in a place to do it now. You'll clear this, and it still will take a little bit of time for whatever reason, because you have limitations. You have internal limitations stopping you from seeing this person, perceiving this person, being aware of this person, okay? Also, your spirit team, even if they thought you would understand the state that you're in or stepping out of, you're going to self-sabotage if you know too much. So you probably don't even, like, I wouldn't even tell you, like, you don't need personal readings for love. You don't need personal readings for what's next. You need help here, right? In terms of hyperfixating in the past and clearing whatever 12th house energy we have here. That's what you need to prioritize so that we can really be able to see beyond that. Because right now that's where we're stuck, okay? Okay, for my pile 1, okay, we got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This person's going to make you feel very passionate. Some of you will be suspicious because the person's going to make you feel good. Again, this seems like a pile that overly identifies with pain and struggle, which are critical parts of life. But some of you, you don't seem to like, you're like, no, like you seem like the type of person that's like, marriage takes work, relationships are supposed to be hard, we test each other so that way we know it's gonna last. Yeah, but not all the time, right? Like if you, like some of you, if this person's gonna feel too good to be true, because like you're gonna be so, they're gonna make you so happy that you don't trust it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by addressing that, because that seems like something you talk about in therapy. Okay, so let me pull more here. I'll pull one more from this one, and then I will get you your advice even further. But yes, you got somebody coming in. It's going to be after all this I talked about. Some of you, you're like, yeah, well, this has already been happening. Good. Clear that energy so you can recognize who I'm talking about, because they may either be around or stepping in shortly. Okay. Give me more power. My power number 1, recognize their next partner who's coming towards them in love. All of that. I'm not gonna like run from it for you because I don't feel like I gave you, I feel like we danced around who it is. It will be your life partner. Your next partner will be your marriage partner, your life partner. Because you don't seem available enough to be dating and all of the things. So like your next relationship where you even like someone enough to like be in a relationship with, you seem like the type, life, like it will be who you marry, okay? It says this person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. So yeah, I mean, someone that's really going to be there through thick and thin. But again, enjoying life with them. Some of you are going to be spooked by how much joy you feel with the person. Okay. I mentioned communication. Immediately, you're going to like connect mentally, right? Enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. People got to explore, and then it's like take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. Lots of deep 12th house based conversations, memories. Someone is walking down memory lane at this time. It's okay to reminisce about the past by looking at old photos or messages. That's the thing. Like I said, some of you may actually reconnect with somebody like romantically from the past. It is what it is. Like that's gonna happen. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because some of you it's not. You clear all of this and you start from scratch and then you end up married. I think that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. But all of you where you're like clearing that and releasing something that's not healthy for you or the other person, you're going to know your next partner because you'll be able to talk about all of this. Everything that I just read on my table, you'll be open and honest with this person, and they'll be open and honest about theirs as well. Where we talk about depression, mental health, all the things, where we talk about your past, all of your connections, that's part of that conversation. You're going to talk for hours with this person, and like you're going to connect. Some of you are going to connect so deeply, you're like, oh yeah, no, this is going to be a lifelong friend. You're going to be like, this is a lifelong friend. Whole time, this is your next spouse, okay? Your next partner. We have very soon. Be clear about what you want, because within a blink of an eye, it will be yours. And like I said, much sooner than you think. Much sooner than you think. So, yeah, I mean, I think once you clear that, or as you clear that, you won't have to worry about the struggle of the pile, because this feels like a pile of, okay, I'm dating, I'm trying to date, I'm dating this one person, it's not working out, I'm dating this other person, it's not working out, my ex tried to come back, let me go see what's going on with this ex since I'm comfortable with this ex. You see what I'm saying? And then boom, you make a friend or whatever, and you connect mentally, intellectually, and it grows into more. But you're going to meet this person very soon, or you're going to connect with them very soon. It's just that the actual connection feels like it's going to take some time, if that makes sense. Just by nature of you needing to prioritize yourself. Forget other people. You need what you need when you need it, right? There's nothing wrong with prioritizing yourself and being single and worrying about yourself. That's a healthy thing, okay? So tell me, ooh, look at me. I want to get your advice and close you out. But it's so many cards. Like, yeah, we give them so much advice. A gingerbread drink. What advice do we have for my gingerbread drink? 2. Okay, so that's a maturing And this is very soon. So you need to do it now, okay? Whatever this is. Find the little bits of connections to the energy of the universe. Connect to your, like if you're spiritual at all, right? Religious, whatever your thing is, connect to that, right? Because this talks about diving deep into yourself, that prioritizing your 12th house, right? Because find the little bits of connections to the energy of the universe, okay? That's you. What's this? And interrogate the fear, invite curiosity. It's hard to read at the angle that I'm at. Sorry, y'all. But that's a spider web. I mentioned 4. You know what? The number 4 could be relevant in some way. But interrogate the fear and invite curiosity. That's you. You need to interrogate the fear, invite curiosity, because that's actually going to be key to your next partner. Okay? Interrogate the fear, okay, and invite curiosity, because that's going to be how you recognize this next partner. Like, why are you so scared of this person? They're nice to you and that makes you suspicious, right? Oh, I told them too much of my business. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I trust this person? You know what I'm saying? Because that's trauma speaking. And nobody said it was easy. Nobody said it was easy. It's very difficult. Work is difficult. Shadow work is difficult. But this is a pile of, okay, what's coming towards you in love, how you'll recognize your next partner. All of the shadow work, unpacking why you attract the type of people you attract and why you interact with people the way you do. Clearing that, releasing the past, releasing your attachment to the past and past experiences, and being open to rekindling with someone from scratch, if that's your thing, from scratch with no like connection to the past, or meeting someone new and not projecting all of that old stuff onto them as you try to get to know them, okay? I'm sorry it's not what you wanted, but I'm glad it was what you needed. So that is all I have for you today, my pal number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew. We have lots of exclusive content on that Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. Let's see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. Ooh, I love that 2 confirmation already. So this may be a pile of just getting straight to it. You chose the winter matcha. I don't know what I was gonna say, but it wasn't winter. So winter matcha drink. If you like matcha drinks, if that's what called you, I have tons of matcha green readings on the channel. Have fun. They are live and public. I also, if it is not live today, in the next couple of days, I will have a matcha moolah reading. It's a career reading if it calls you. All right. It's going to be in the Onyx key tier. Just letting you know. So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself and the lesson and the journey. All right, so I'm excited. I don't know. I feel a certain sense of excitement for this group. So let me get into it. I'll get an overview for you. My winter matcha. Who is coming towards you in love, and how will you recognize your next romantic partner? Ooh, some of you got more than one partner coming in. Check you out. Every now and then I do this reading and there's a pile and I'm like, oh, next romantic partner. What other partners you got coming in? Love it. Okay, pile 2, my matcha. My winter matcha overview. A time for healing. Ooh, I love it. It feels like an energy of just peace and grounding. Sounds like a plane is actually landing outside. Like I know it's all kinds of random noise nowadays. I love it because like life is so animated. It feels like life and living when you can hear stuff in the background. So like, yeah, a time for healing. What I love most about that card is it implies that this next connection will be incredibly grounding for you. So like it's going to be a safe space for you. It's going to be a place where you can go and hide and just be to yourself. Like if the world gets too loud, like I don't know your personality type, but it just feels like a group where like this person is going to be a safe space for you. Oh, look at you. I like it. Love to see it. Feels like a stable person. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Yeah, this is someone that will, this is your safe space. This person's going to be the type of person, feels like their love language will be acts of service, right? So this will be someone that really encourages you on your dreams. They really take care of you. Like if you're down and out, they like do whatever makes you feel better. Like it feels like the type of person that makes your favorite meal for you when you're a little low. Like you're low, you're having a sad day, this person's like, you know what I'm gonna do? Pal 2 needs a little pick me up. I'm gonna like do the thing where I make their favorite whatever. I'm gonna put on their favorite movie. It's gonna be great. Like it feels like that certain amount of care and attention. And I feel like you'll recognize it very early on in the dating stage, right? Like you'll know immediately because it feels like this type of consideration, you pick up on it early because this is someone that remembers the things you say to them. So like, let's say you talk to them and you're busy, you're just getting to know each other, right? You talked to them last week because you're not talking every day, you don't know each other, or you're busy. By next week, when you hear from them again, they're like, hey, I didn't forget you told me the thing, or you mentioned something. They're like, yeah, I remember you told me you had to go. By the way, how did the other thing go? I know you were going the day after we talked. Tell me about it. I was wondering, but I knew you were busy, right? Like that's the type of consideration with this person. So I love it. Feels like a very, very cozy person, a very cozy relationship. Okay. Winter matcha. You know, I'm not trying to like be that way, but like matcha is, if you pick matcha because that's what you like, or if you pick matcha because like the type of partner you kind of have in your mind you want, you feel like would pick that. People that are a little more health conscious, right, probably would pick the matcha drink. So that type of consideration does typically come from those, oops, sorry, personalities. I'm like fanning everything, right? We go. I got 2. So you're my number 2 group. You're here. 2 cards came out. Number 11. 1 is 2. Yep, you're in your right place, right space. But we have the justice, which is truth, clarity. This is person that's going to be very honest, very clear, very authentic with you, very clear about their expectations. So this will be someone, as soon as you connect with them, they'll make it clear. You're like, listen, I'm not really trying to just be talking all the time for the sake of talking. I need to know exactly what we're doing because I'm okay with being friends. But if we're friends, we're friends. Because I'm looking to date with the intention of a connection. Like I want a relationship, I want a partner, I want to be married, or like whatever the long-term connecting would be in this person's eyes. They make it very clear early on. Like if we're friends, cool, we're friends and we will be good friends. But I need to know all that in between I'm not doing, okay? I love it. The traveler, adventure, potential. Some of you, this may be a person that travels a lot. If not, this is just someone that reads a lot. They're very worldly. They have a broad perspective on life and people and the world around them. Regardless, it does feel like someone that's very well read. We have Libra and Sagittarius energy on the table, which talks about being very good at connecting with people and partnering with people and being open-minded enough to engage with everyone on a very deep human level. It's the type of person that gets along with everybody. Everybody likes this person, even the people that don't. Because it's not someone you can really have much to say negatively, if that makes sense. But it is someone that's going to have a certain level of excitement, a certain level of free-spirited nature, like always down for an adventure. I like it. So it's like the type of person that could be comfortable anywhere doing anything. One more, please. Thank you. 9 of acorns, power, perseverance. Someone with immense patience. I feel like this person's patience is unnerving, right? Like they don't, it takes a lot to get them out of character. It takes a lot to get them upset. It takes a lot to throw them off their game. Like this is, I think that's what it is. Like, it's like after all that's going on and you're just standing there, you're just standing there. Yeah, I'm just going to stand here. Like it's not like, this is not someone that's easily wavered. Okay. It's funny because this person's personality type, I can tell, like if someone tries to like upset them, like, you know, when people like try to like start arguments, and this person will literally just not engage in that way. Like they won't let anyone move them if they don't want to be moved, right? Like, so like, yeah, they will just stand there in a very unnerving way, because I'm keep seeing the traditional image of the 9 of acorns. It's like you've been fighting, and now you're just standing there and just kind of brace yourself for the next fight, or just kind of regroup and just kind of reflect on what you've done so far. Very pensive person, I'll say that. We got the Empress, beauty, abundance. So this is someone, okay, this will either be someone that has a strong, powerful Empress energy, or someone that is seeking what they consider to have a strong, powerful Empress energy. And regardless of if this person is that Empress or not, they definitely embody the energy where they have, I guess, earned the right to say that they want someone that's as stable and grounded as them, regardless of what that means, whether we're talking about internally, externally, and all the things, okay? But very stable. The Empress is Taurus energy. Let me pull here. Tell me more about who's coming towards my winter matcha in love. How will they recognize their next romantic partner? Let's see. Someone you may meet while traveling. You may meet like someone you normally introduce you. So they have a dark vibe, okay? We have vampire energy, vampire, draining, lust, darkness, low vibration. It may be someone that has a bit of a cold physical, like exterior, like they may look mean, they may look aggressive, they may have stoic, right, features. They may be like a strong silent type. Something about the person, the energy, they could be a little scary at first when you first look at them until you get to know them, which is interesting. When you get to know this person, they're very deep in terms of their consideration and the way they care for people. So this vampire, right, someone that wears a lot of dark colors, just something about the energy just feels dark at first glance. It's very striking, right? Yeah, rebel. That's actually the traveler, the full energy, Aquarius energy. So strong-willed, protester, non-conformist, opposition. And maybe you may see this person as really aggressive initially, like something about their energy, they seem aggressive. That's probably this, oh, they're only gonna budge when you, like, if they want to, right? Like, yes, they will just stand there and in weird and unnerving way, because they have that, like, something about the aura is just powerful. Like, yes, I am gonna stand here, like, I'm not gonna move. Like, I don't know why the not moving is a thing. So it could be a situation where someone's asked to move, or it could be a situation where, like, someone like tries to physically move them and they're like like, I'm not moving, you know what I mean? I'm just like, something about the energy just feels a little bit aggressive. I don't know if that's your first encounter with this person. Hey, if you know what, I'm calling it on this power. If you're not a member, you're welcome to join. I know I mentioned it when I mentioned the matcha, but the third video I think I'm gonna do is kind of tied to this, right? This is what's coming towards you in love, and I think that one's gonna still have that theme, but it's gonna be a first impression specific reading. So if you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, I'm just letting you know. But I don't know, the energy feels like a very aggressive, like you perceive this person as a bit rebellious, right? A little bit vampire-esque, possibly in their aesthetic or just their vibe. It could be the eyes, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I associate vampire energy with people with very striking eyes that kind of pierce through your soul. Could be that. It's funny because I do think some of you may be scared of this person at first, which is hilarious to me. I like it when the cute, weird parts step on the table when you guys are being awkward in real life. Well, not too awkward, because I'm like, sometimes I do fuss a little bit on the channel. I'm like, okay, don't get these readings to see, you know, to ask about your crushes or to see these people, like what's coming in love, and then be all weird with the person in real life. That's counterproductive to getting the reading, right? So let me pull more. Tell me about who's coming towards my pal too in love. We've got addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, control, emotional blocks. So I'm going to let you know, they're going to be a little bit jealous natured. Like, this is a person, they get jealous when it comes. I don't know that jealousy is the word, because jealousy would imply that, like, I don't know, like, I don't have issues with jealousy, but like, I try to make sure I'm using the right descriptors when describing emotions, right? It feels more territorial, right? Like, it feels like as you deepen, because this is your next partner, as you step into a true, comfortable connection with this person, they're the type that clarifies where they stand with you and where you stand with them. So once that's established, they're comfortable, they're confident in knowing that. That's it. There's still a certain level of being territorial. Okay, this person may have a history, like a darker history, and that's why they have that certain edge that at face glance they seem to have. Like it will be someone with some type of like, I don't want to say troubled past. It feels like someone that's had to learn some harsh lessons, possibly some struggles in life, and that's why they're as not budging, very powerful in their essence as they are. Empress is very strong energy. It's the counterpart to the Emperor. So wherever you see yourself in this story, right? Like it's very strong, prominent energy, and it takes a lot to become that. And it takes a lot to become stable and confident in that, regardless of what's happening externally, right? Because this person is not easily moved by what's happening externally. All right. So I like it. Very locked in with you though. Vampire and an addiction in a shadow sense would be draining, right? In the lightest sense, it's someone that is locked in enough with you that they know your habits, your routines, they know what you like, they listen to what you say, which is why when we mention this person being your safe place, they are aware of like this honestly, like I know some people are like, oh, that's a lack of boundaries. In healthy dosages, I'll say dosage like medicine, like in moderation. That's what I'll say. This is the type of person that 100% can just go, like you could send them to the store and they would just know exactly what to get, what not to get. They know all of your allergies. They know what you do like. They could order for you at the restaurant if you want them to. You're like, I'm going to the bathroom. You come back, exactly what you want is at the table. Because that's how attentive and locked in this person will be. Some people don't like that. Some people like that. It depends on who you are, but I see that because this is someone that kind of feels like they can't get enough of you in a really good way. But it feels moderated. It doesn't feel excessive, okay? Because I'm going to see if I can see more of that shadow before we move on. Give me one more to clarify that addiction, please. And we'll take the bottom. Thank you. We got not today. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. If you were asking about a specific person that it's bad with, because I know I'm saying who's coming towards you in love, how you recognize your next partner, but I won't pretend that I don't know you guys come here with specific people in mind. If you're asking about someone specific and you know that it's a history of things being bad, it was very draining, there was addictions, things like that, codependency, all the things, it's a no. They're not on the table. Okay? All right. We got Phoenix. New phase and rekindle, renew and growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. Some of you, that person may, because we do have that kind of addicted, like observant energy. This person may come back changed. And I'm not saying it's true or not. There's somebody that may appear on the table completely changed. What I like, this is a person where we're not talking about your exes and your baggage resurfacing. When you're just a single person and you're wanting to know what's coming in love for you, pal too. This is a person that's they beat the odds. Whatever happened, they had this rebellious energy. We have this vampire draining energy. We got addiction. Like this is someone that has literally Phoenix, birth from the ashes into that Empress Emperor energy. Okay. So you'll know because maybe you'll be able to see that at first glance, like that past, because like this is heavy energy and it doesn't just go away. So like it may, like you may kind of, you know how people have like a certain softness when they've not experienced things in life? This person doesn't have that. Like there's a certain like delicacy that people that haven't like really experienced things in life have, and this person may come across as very striking because they've seen the darkest parts of life and humanity, so they have just a natural edge. So when something chaotic, quote unquote, happens externally, their reaction may not be what you consider to be normal, because it's like, oh, that's all. And you're like, what do you mean that's all? The world is collapsing. And like they chuckle a little bit like, calm down, the world is absolutely not collapsing. You don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because that person's like really seen some stuff. Okay, very, very protective too. Okay, like this is a person that has seen some stuff. I feel like I gave a good physical descriptor. I told you about this person's past. Look at us. I like it. Definitely we'll talk about newness, new romance, right? New love will find its way to you. There's an opportunity to experience a positive new beginning. Even if this is someone you were familiar with on some level in the past, a whole new person, because Phoenix. What I like is on the Phoenix card, we got changed mind. This may be somebody you weren't interested in historically for whatever reason. Whether you knew them when they were in this energy, you may have known them when they were in this energy. You're like, nah, good for you, because you don't want to be with somebody in that energy, the shadow side of it. And like maybe years down the line, you're like, is that you? I remember you. And they're like, yeah, I remember you too. And they're totally different, like a whole new person in the best way. I can see that for some of you. Okay. Also, I mentioned that because I see changed mind, like somebody that you possibly rejected or somebody that rejected you at one point because they saw you this way. It could be that all of the things. So where there is some level of familiarity, it feels like a changed person. So let me see. Tell me more about what's going on here. Office affair. You'll meet someone at the office or connected to work. Tread carefully. You may know this person from work. Like you may used to work with this person. Right? You may have met this person while they were working on their job. It will be someone that you didn't engage in the workplace. Like it's because we got not today office affair. But I feel like you may have met this person while you were working, while they were working, and all of the things. So let me take the bottom. Past life. You'll meet someone you've known in a past life, someone from your soul group. I told you. So it feels like you may have historically met this person while you were working, while they were working. Okay. Or you will remember them from work. Like something about like, you get what I'm saying? Like that's the energy that I'm getting. I got the letter P could be relevant here because I got two side by side. So if they're only repeating one, it is. So like, I don't know, historically you met this person at work or at the point in which you start recognizing them as your next partner, you'll remember like, okay, I did see this person at work. This person saw me at work at some point. At the bottom here, we have past life relationship. You've known each other before. Look at that from two different, the letter P is definitely relevant. Past life. So you've met this person before, whether it's just you knew them years ago, whether you met them in passing, whether you connect and you realize, yeah, I didn't know you used to work there. I used to be there all the time. That in conversation, that will be relevant in some way. That will be an indicator. But past life relationship, this is my moment to be woo-woo. Feels like someone from a past life. Okay, I'm gonna pull from this deck, but I wanted to mention prized possession here because it complicates that Empress energy. It says someone is more interested in having arm candy than true love, making it a superficial relationship. If that has historically been you or this person, or that's a perception one of you could have of the other, I could see like that's been a historical thing, why anybody would have gotten rejected, whether it was you, whether it was them in the past, especially when we have all this draining energy. Because rebellious energy is someone that's not serious and not settling down. Okay. Now, prized possession, someone that's very successful, someone that's doing well, that wants like trophy wife, trophy husband, right? That's what we've got. So that seems to be a little bit of the dynamic on my table. So look at you. Let's pull from this deck. I've got 3. Okay. If there are 2, because 2 is an important number, if you have 2 options romantically at any point, right? Because pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. If there are 2, right? If there's third-party situation, or you need to be cognizant of those red flags, because there is a vampiric energy on the table, right? So, because like remember, I mentioned all of these cards are layers of energy. There's a lot of scenarios here. Some of you will be dating, or you will have 2 people interested in you. You need to make sure that you can discern the one that is stable and trustworthy. Okay? Because we got religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Which one could you see yourself being grounded and stable with realistically? Not the passion, but like realistically, right? If you have options. Because we talk about how you recognize this person. Well, how do you recognize them from other people? Who do you feel yourself grounded with? If you are religious in any way, which of these people would you be comfortable bringing to those religious settings? Right? Which ones do you feel like would fit into those religious settings? And I'm not saying like the next partner, even because I don't know you guys is how stable, how religious you are. You're watching tarot, who knows? If you're not that religious, what I'm saying is, how does this person conduct themselves? Because this is something about image, right? Like, and how people are perceived. Like, you seem like the type of person that cares about how you look in front of other people, and it feels like your next partner will have that same level of care, if that makes sense. Because religious factors talks about discipline and routine and being stable, not hyper rebellious, just rebellious enough to be innovative, but like having some type of foundation, because you can't live like this consistently. The one that's stable will be able to go anywhere. So like, even if like one of you Muslim, the other's Christian, cool, whatever, the other one would fit in, right, when you bring them. And I don't know how religious people are. Sometimes religion is a deal breaker, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's not. So if it's not, this is someone that still, even if they don't share your religion, would fit, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it. So that's where we'll leave it, and I'll move on to this next deck. This other deck wants to speak. The star card is real. Like, this person may be into astrology. They may be into astrology. Because the star card, but something about you and or this person, a lot of attention. They will be a little bit different. Just because we've got more Uranus energy showing my table. So there, we got it here. Okay. My final message on how I mentioned, okay, so a time for healing. You got sexual healing and listen and reflect. It's gonna be soulmate energy. Letter S may be relevant. I mean, the sensual energy between you and this person is going to be off the chains, but it's not going to be in a toxic, weird way. It's going to be in a healthy, you feel good way. Okay. Listen and reflect. I mentioned this is a person that's going to really have a lot of consideration for you, that's going to really listen to you, that's going to know you very well. And that's a priority to them. So let me see my final message for my pile 2. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned. So maturing energy of telepathy. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received this time. It's going to be like you two have the same mind, right? It's going to be like you two have the same mind. Your minds will just click, and they will have a lot of consideration for you. I see you reciprocating that, but it's almost like you're going to know each other almost as well as you know yourselves, in a way that may actually scare people. Like, what do you mean? Like, you show up how to is going to be comfortable with you just making this decision? No, I know exactly what how to wants. We on the same page. You know what I'm saying? And we've got the best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. I love it. The only shadow would be a lack of boundaries, but it doesn't seem like either of you care. This seems like a couple that wants to merge together, that wants to be all up into each other's stuff. So, you know, some people would be like, oh, you don't want to like take a break from Pal 2? No, for what? Like, Pal 2 is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like a couple that's actually legitimately best friends. Okay? I like to see it. I was trying to make sure I didn't forget anything else. I even see best part is the telepathy. The best part is how well you two know each other and consider each other. Give me advice on my pile number 2 regarding this partner that's coming in, please. What advice does pile 2 need regarding this partner that is coming in? The universe is standing next to you. Ooh, that's deep. Because look, it's the astrological signs. Yeah, this is going to be someone that's into astrology. Look at you. I love that for you. You like tarot. They like astrology. They're into it. Because we got the whole zodiac wheel. But what I love, I mentioned this person being your safe place, right? The universe is standing next to you. Like, it feels like the type of connection where, like, you feel your connection to spirit through this person. And especially with sexual healing kind of peeking out. What is this? Yeah, that's listen and reflect. Listening and reflecting. Like, this person feels almost like a connection to spirit for you. Like, you believe and have faith in the universe and God, whatever your religion is, because you see it expressing through this person. Oh, that's deep love. I don't know if I've ever channeled anything like that in describing like a couple. Like, you'll see this person, you'll see like God, you'll see spirit through this person. Ooh, I love that for you. I don't think this is a couple of, like, I don't think you're ever going to split from this person. This might be it because of the depth of it. But I did get a lot of past life connections, right? So yeah, the universe is standing next to you. Definitely someone that's into astrology. And even if they're not, I feel like maybe that may be one of the things you pick up with this person, because Justice Traveler, it feels like two people that like to learn and grow and explore together. So I could see you taking up all kinds of random hobbies no one's ever heard of before. Just you and this person. I love it. Let me choose at the bottom and close you out. So we've got, it is so beautiful the moment you discover you are half human, half universe. I'm telling you, half human, half universe. You'll feel like that with this person. You'll feel like that when you look at this person. But it's true. Something about this person, they'll really encourage you towards your dreams. They'll help you feel divinely supported. This person's going to be like your rock. Like, if you need something you're working on, if you're trying to elevate in your career, this person's going to be there to support you through that. And I can see you doing the same. Okay. But this person's going to make you feel very powerful. We do have the Phoenix. We do have the Empress or Emperor, depending on how you perceive gender. And it's an amazing pile. So I love that for you. Okay. That is all I have for you today, my pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew. We have more content, exclusive content on the Onyx Key tier. Thanks for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see who's coming towards you in love, how you'll recognize your next partner. So for those of you who are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. I wanted to say lead with. I actually had to stop and restart this intro for your pile because I kept saying lead with. So something about this person leading with. Leading with is key and critical for this Peppermint Mocha pile. So one of the things I want to point out, it's been a lot of noise. Like, it's still the holiday season. Everybody's excited. It's a lot going on. So there's so much noise. So if you've come from other piles, please forgive me, but this pile here, quiet, clarity. So for whatever reason, the timing, which makes no sense, this is normally a loud time of day, just a lot of clarity in who it is. So you're not going to struggle the way other groups may struggle in seeing who this is. This may actually be a confirmation for you. If this is incoming, when that time comes, you'll be like, yeah, I know, because this is what Onyx prepared me for. If it's happening now, you may even, I don't know, if you have this person in your vicinity, you're like, yeah, I'm with this person right now. Good for you. So let's see, because we do like to look for your next romantic connection that will be long-term. And because long-term is relative, whatever long-term means for you, right? Tell me my pile number 3. Peppermint Mocha. You know, that was at the bottom of your reset. That energy is gaining momentum. Oh, it's happening. Like, it's in motion. It's active now, right? I mentioned in the intro, these are timeless messages. So whenever you find them, they are relevant now. In your present, you're already headed towards this person or interacting with them more on some level. So let me see what this other card is. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Yeah, don't, if there's anything, and this is for those of you where, I don't know, I'm getting a strong present vibe. I'm getting a strong present vibe. Still heavy incoming, but the energy is gaining momentum with this next partner, right? Or current partner that's looking to be long term, but you can't let the past restrict you, like your past experiences restrict you in progressing your connection, okay? If that's what you want, and I've got the full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming, okay? Okay. So the answers you need are coming. The energy is gaining momentum. Don't let your past hold you back. For whatever reason, it feels like there's some hesitancy with this person. I don't know why. I don't know who this is, but don't let your past restrict you from progressing with this person, whether it's a lack of confidence, whether it's like not like it just, there's something here that you need to be told that. Okay, so let me pull from your tarot and we'll dive deeper into who this is. So who's coming towards my Peppermint Mocha in love? How will my Peppermint Mocha pile recognize their next romantic partner? Okay, so we did have the Eight of Cups that flipped itself and flipped itself back. And then I got the Ace of Shells, which is happiness and abundance. Now that is a love card. Talks about new, fresh love card. It feels like crush energy. And I've got another moving beyond something card here with the Six of Feathers. It says transition and insight. So something about this connection feels like it's going to transition you. Honestly, some of you may move with this person. Like you may move in with this person fairly quickly. Or you may travel and move away with this person rather quickly. Let me see. Some of you, this will be a connection after something fizzles out with someone else rather quickly. Like you had a crush, you were interested in somebody, it fizzled out much faster. Like it never progressed beyond mutual interest, or it never progressed beyond a couple of dates, and then you move beyond. Okay. So let me see. Let me get one more. Got the Hangman, patience and perspective. I'm trying to figure out a way to space all of this. There's an energy on my table that I will, if it comes out more in other cards, I will bring it up. But it's not entirely relevant to this person. Okay, so what's at the bottom? Justice, truth, and clarity. Okay, I'll just cover the Hangman a little bit, and that's fine because I know what that is. Okay, so it feels like a clear surrendering to a connection. It feels like you'll recognize your next partner because it's someone you'll kind of surrender to with a lot of ease without really knowing them very well. So, I mean, be careful. We got justice. It does seem like it's meant to be in that sense. Like justice is fairness. It feels like when you're seeing things clearly and fairly. But this feels like surrendering to a connection without fully knowing this person. Good for you if you're comfortable doing that. I'm not discouraging you at all. I'm just saying you'll recognize your next partner, you'll connect, and it will just happen quickly. You're like, no, I'm not going to let the past hold me back. I'm going to move quickly. And honestly, some of you, the table may be encouraging you. If you're like, oh no, I don't do that, I would never do that. That's why you got these cards. Like the answers you need are coming. The clarity you need is coming, right? Don't self-sabotage because you feel like you're moving too quickly with this person, if that makes sense. Okay, because that's what it feels like. It feels like moving very quickly with somebody that you don't know them that well. Okay, so let me see. Tell me more. Who's coming forward on pile number 3 in love? How will my Peppermint Mocha pile recognize their next partner? Student. Learning, classes, college, observant, listening, study. I mean, someone that'll listen to you, someone that will. Gemini is a sign of communication. Like it's and you know what? Sagittarius season, when that full moon happens, it is when people it is a sign of like higher learning and things like that. Your rule studying in school. Some of you, this is someone you went to school with in your youth. Okay, I like it. I'm getting some explicit details for some of you. Let me hold on, clear it up. Some of you, this is someone you met either in university or you met them when you were younger in school, things like that. So some of you, this could be a student, like someone you're learning something with together now, someone you're teaching, things like that. Let me get a few more, actually. Give me some more. It's coming to my Peppermint Mocha. We got Ice Queen, assertive, composed, strength. Some of you, this is someone that feels very composed at all times. Like they kind of, student feels like someone that knows how to manage their energy in front of other people. Like they know how to conduct themselves. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone that just truly knows how to conduct themselves in front of other people. Like it feels like a certain level of, I guess, professionalism when in like certain environments, or just you know, that it's a time and a place energy. That's what this person's energy and demeanor feels like. Okay, tell me more about my pile number 3. We got social media, popularity, influencer, tech savvy. So this person could do a lot of social media work. You may meet this person on social media. You may watch this person on social media. They may watch you on social media. Okay. I'm going to get one more in the bottom. Tell me more about my Peppermint Mocha. Who's coming towards my Peppermint Mocha in love? 2 more. Haha. We got virgin, purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, and celibacy. And we've got holiday themes, silly, thoughtfulness, funny, ugly, sweater. This person may have a certain innocence to them. This may be someone that's a little younger than you. Okay, like the age could be a thing, because I have student and virgin, which kind of represents and symbolizes a lack of experience. Some of you may feel like you're not experienced enough to take this leap with this person. You don't know, and that could be a thing. Like, oh no, I'm not like experienced enough for that. Like immediately, like I don't know this person that well, things like that. Especially when we talk about the holiday season, which this is kind of happens around that transition to the holiday season. Okay, let me see at the bottom. Sadness, hurt, betrayal, emotions, sensitive, honoring your feelings. I did get away with that. Some of you, there is a thing. Like I have a hanged man on my table. I mean, I don't know if it's scandalous in nature or not, but it just feels like I'll mention it in passing because I don't want it to overtake the reading, because I haven't even gotten to the love decks yet. It feels like, I do feel like a hanged man vibe of a person having like a certain sadness regarding the connection. So like if you move beyond somebody to this connection very quickly, I don't normally encourage that. I don't, but I won't be biased in the reading. I don't normally encourage that, just because it normally doesn't work out if you jump from person to person like that, because like you didn't have time for yourself. But it looks like maybe this was kind of lighthearted at first. Maybe you move beyond, like I mentioned it earlier, like something that just didn't like you were dating and then you were like, nah, it's not gonna work, and then you immediately throw yourself into this. I get that. Because we got hurt, betrayal, emotional, sensitive, honoring your feelings. If you feel like you did that or feel like you're doing that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not going to dig for any scandalous nature of relationships. If there is any scandalous in nature connections, I did lead with long-term relative to you. If you're fairly young, a long-term connection could be anything. Like it could be a few months, it could be a year. But I mean, the only thing I can tell you when we're talking about who's coming towards you in love is, if whatever scandalous stuff doesn't feel like it's going to work out, then I would leave it alone and just move into this next whatever is great, because I see it on the table. So I don't know what that is, but that's not our question. We're looking to see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. If you have guilt and shame regarding your current partner or whatever that is, and you're just looking to see like if you should move beyond it, that's a different type of reading. That's a different type of question. So let's pull more to see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. Tell me more about my pile number 3, please. My peppermint mocha. Who's coming towards my peppermint mocha in love? That date. Look at you. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. I mentioned social media. Some of you, you're going to meet somebody on social media, or you'll meet somebody and you'll connect further on social media. I do see dating, actively so. This will be a person that you're actively out dating. That's way too much, but this person's going to be very interested in you, so much so that they're going to like see you as like their counterpart. We do have the Gemini set of twins there. Gemini placements could be relevant since we got another indicator of twins. This person may be a twin. Tell me more. The pile number 3, my peppermint mocha. Who's coming towards my peppermint mocha in love? How will my peppermint mocha recognize their next partner? Okay, long time coming. You got self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Okay. You may meet this person when you're out doing something really fun for yourself. Because date feels like like taking yourself out on a date. Like if you go do something fun. If you're the type to do something fun by yourself, or even if you're with friends, you're treating yourself to some type of outing, things like that. And I even have healthy choices with self-love, self-care, being happier, love and life. Yeah, I feel like this is the pile of as you're doing things that make you feel good, that make you look good, that like create, that enhance your personal experience. That's how you're encountering this person. And maybe this person sees you doing those things on social media as well. Okay. We'll take 2 more. Yeah, I mean, if this person's observing you on social media, they're really like attracted to you, like they like what you're doing, if it's food related, if it's self-indulgence related, like if you're like showing where you're traveling and doing things like that, like not saying you're an influencer, you could be, but if you're just a normal person that just shares what you're doing, some people do that. This person sees that. We have yeah, because it says attraction, teasing, including update, third party temptation. We do have third party here. Okay, so now a third party here at my table. I will mention this may be a person that I'm not gonna read from the scandalous perspective, okay? Because there may be some of you may have lost a friend due to some scandalous in nature energy. Basically, like your friend was dating someone, or their friend was dating you, and then you went ahead and did whatever, and now y'all are together, live your life. But I see an energy on my table where beyond the scandalous situation that it's too much for me to, it's gonna make it long. If you and a friend, or if you're on the opposite side and you have 2 friends that are interested in you and you really connect with the one friend, I see the other friend not really taking kindly to it, being sad. I don't know how deep that is. I don't know how deep it is. It hit the table. How you're gonna? I mean that is a key indicator. Like you would know if you have somebody you're engaging and a friend is interested, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like you would know if you're in that type of situation, or when you step in, you'll know if 2 people are interested in you, or if you're one of 2 people interested in somebody else and you're close to the other one. So that's a key indicator. And if it's early stages, like maybe the friend lets it go, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's just like, oh, they were interested, you were interested, and then, cause I'm trying to read it without making it super long, but I don't want to discourage people where it's not scandalous in nature here, right? Like it says the energy is gaining momentum. Don't let your past hold you back. The answers you need are coming. Y'all need to join memberships because we'll be going into depth on things like this, I guess, and memberships when we have love readings, because public readings, I'm shortening these. So just to let you know, I'm shortening these. So if you have a friend that's interested in somebody you're interested in and y'all are both just crushing, a crush is a crush. It is what it is. Now, if someone's been dating, that's different. And I'm not going in depth because we don't have that kind of time. What's at the bottom? We got a coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic endings. I mean, yeah, it may be, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not living your experience, so I really don't know the nuances of the situation. If this that just stepped on my table was a thing, I don't know. But I'll pull from this other deck, which also can be chaotic, so hopefully it doesn't take us down that third-party rabbit hole. Tell me more about who's coming towards my Peppermint, Mocha, in love, and how do you recognize your next partner, please? What else do we know about how my pile 3 will recognize their next partner? Because I would have to pull so many cards to even be able to tell y'all. I'm so sorry. We don't have that kind of time. We got past life. You'll meet someone you've known in a past life, someone from your soul group. Some of you are going to connect with someone that has dated one of your, like, someone you know, like maybe close acquaintances, friends. Like if you connect with somebody like that, I could see slight drama with that. Even if it was a long time ago. Okay. That could be part of the scandalous in nature, but it doesn't make it scandalous. It just means, like, I mean, that's life. That was years ago. Like if it was years ago, it is what it is. That person's just gonna have to be upset unless, like, you start dating like your best friend's ex-husband or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's why I say I don't know the nuances of it, you know? So unforeseen love, you might meet or know someone who you will grow to love, turning friendship into a relationship. It just feels like two people connecting that didn't necessarily mean to connect. It could be scandalous. That's not my business. I will lead like it's not. It's somebody you don't expect. There may be a little bit of confusion surrounding the situation because it's someone you don't expect. The level of the degree of closeness to you personally with this person will determine how bad and chaotic it is. Okay? And like how deep the third party, however you describe it, was prior to you. And who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can tell you. So let me see. One more. Game of Conquest. This new love will try hard to win your heart. Be certain it's not just a game. Yeah, it feels like a competition, which third-party situations, I guess, are. Be careful. I'll say this. I will say this. It's slightly off topic. I don't know if you're currently in something or stepping out of something or about to step into. Okay. But if you have, so like, I'll give you an example. You got two friends that are interested in you, right? You're like, you know, the two friends. You kind of start dating the one, right? A little bit. And you're like, nah, it's not going to work. So like, it is what it is. It's surface level. It's like, we dated a couple of times. Boom. And then the other one kind of like actively comes in after that. This Game of Conquest card feels a little shadow-esque, right? It could be your next partner. It could be your current partner. But it says this new love will try hard to win your heart. Be certain it's not a game. The only issue I have with that as your reader is I can see a situation where that's not really that person's friend. They're just competing against them. So you just got to watch that. Because like, if you got two friends and you're engaging one, right? And I say engaging. I don't mean like you're friends with both of them and there was no romantic anything before. You're actively engaging one. The other knows you're actively engaging one. And as soon as either it ends or they slip in and it's like shady and chaotic, it feels like a game of conquest on my table. So I don't know what ending is happening, but this game of conquest basically is letting me know in some scandalous instances, and it's based on a degree of how scandalous it is. I'm sorry if I'm confusing, book of personal reading. The degree of how scandalous in nature it is, this third party that may be on my table, it feels like the other person was not friends with that person, is not friends with that person. They just want they want to be like this person. So they're really competitive with this person. They want what this person has. Like they may compete with them on all kinds of things, dating, jobs, Like, oh, I got a promotion when your promotion. Like, you know how people have hidden enemies? That's what it feels like this game of conquest is when it comes to the third party situation that's on my table. So just be cognizant of who you're dealing with. Like I said, if I'm describing you, then it is what it is. You know who you are and how you are. But if you are a person and you kind of like had like you were like, oh, I'm just free, I'm single, and like one person was interacting with you and maybe like a friend, you connected better with the friend. It's like, watch the friend. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's on my table like that. Okay, y'all gave me some chaotic reads, maybe because I'm doing fewer readings now, but y'all are like, no, tell me, I need to know, I got good on paper. You'll date someone because you should, but the factor is missing. They don't excite you. Watch that. Okay, so to tie it all together before I pull more cards, I have you connecting with someone very quickly, very deeply. On the lighter side of the pile, you connected with somebody. Maybe the friend was interested in you, you weren't interested in a friend, and then you connected with somebody. You connect very quickly, very deeply, very authentically. Okay, and you move very quickly together, and it's beautiful, and I love that for you. I see some sad feelings or whatever. If this is not as scandalous in nature as it could be, I do kind of see a friend getting over it. Like if they were like, yeah, you know what, I liked the Peppermint Mocha, but it wasn't that serious. I just kind of liked them. I didn't know them like that, right? Like I didn't know them like that at all. I had never really dealt with them. Okay, fine. That's surface level, lighter side. The initial conflict is easily resolved because it's not that deep. If we're talking spouses, if we're talking long-term partners, if we're talking a really competitive friend, I see a really competitive friend on the table. I see a person that has a really competitive friend, whether you have the really competitive friend or this person that I don't think is going to work out with you having a really competitive friend. I see you connecting with the friend, and it's not necessarily, it's good, it feels good, but it's good on paper, because I mentioned that being at the bottom really confirmed that, and I hate having to go into depth about it, but it just feels like, okay, a situation where your next partner, current partner, whatever, because you're all different timelines, past, present, and coming, this person is just really competitive with that person. They want to be like them, they want what they have. It's a game of conquest. You look good on paper because that first person wanted you, oh yeah, you're a catch, so let me make sure I swoop in and get them because it didn't work out, because I want to one up this person that I'm supposed to be friends with. You see what I'm saying? So just watch that person. If you find yourself in that situation incoming, if this is current, whatever, I don't know, just know following this, you'll step into something else. Neither of them are relevant. Okay. So what is incoming? I hope this isn't so confusing for this group. But like I said, some of you, it is an energy of that. Like I said, the main group of you is that initial conflict of, oh, two people are interested in you, or you're interested, you and a friend are interested in somebody, and neither of you know this person like that, and they just kind of realize like, oh no, that other one, like, we're not compatible, and you just found yourself more compatible than your friend getting over it, because that's not your girlfriend, boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So good for you where you're on that side, but the rest of you where you're digging in, I personally wouldn't create blurred line situations in my friend groups and things like that, but that's just me. Like I said, where there's no actual like connection, that's fine. Because I've even seen friends be like, you know what, I'm really not compatible with this person. It's like, cool, whatever. And then you stumble upon each other and start talking, and then you have to have a conversation with a friend, like, you know what, like, I know you weren't really but how would you feel if I started talking to such and such and such? Yeah, okay. We got an incoming energy of flirting. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I did not expect Peppermint Mocha to be this much baggage. Look at you. The person that you're going to end up with will be very flirtatious. It's someone that's going to walk over and kind of just start flirting with you. Watch it if it's what I said, because we have, again, game of conquest. Good on paper is someone that, yeah, I like that they have a good job. I like how they look, right? Dating someone because you should. Like, oh no, that person's a catch. This person's got a good job. They got money. They look good. Everybody thinks they're cute. So let me be the one to get them, even though it's a lack of depth. So we got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And let me see. Who's coming towards pile 3 in love? Goodness. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday season is relevant. You may meet this person around the holiday season, fall, winter, or that may be when you really connect with this person, fall, winter. Because we got holiday season, ugly sweater. I've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So some of you, to tie it all together, some of you, you're going to move very quickly with somebody, right? You connect with, even if you and a friend were crushing, or them and their friend were crushing on you, like it's going to be a slight tiff, but like you'll connect, and like that'll be your next long-term connection. It'll be good. It'll be deep. Don't worry about the friend where you don't know this friend and they don't know you, because like it's not that serious. On that lighter sense, it's not. That's why you have don't let your past hold you back. So those of you that are there, don't worry about all this baggage, because this baggage is for scandalous in nature people. I'm not judging them, but this is just people single, dating, don't even know each other. The friend may have a wounded ego, like a wounded ego about it initially, where I'm talking the lighter side, but they don't know you, you don't know them. Let it go, it's fine. That's how people move. So I have the next situation where it's possibly even more scandalous in nature. We got a hyper competitive friend, quote unquote friend, that really just wants to one up that person, like a hidden enemy basically. And like, don't you become the person that ends up with the hidden enemy, because if they act like that with quote unquote friends, they're going to be hyper competitive with you too, right? You can't trust people like that, because it's just something's off about the way they connect with other people. So watch it if someone is just conquest, good on papering you, okay? Because I could see that being your next, right? Your next partner. I could see that being your next partner, and then it ending when you realize, and the sadness. So watch that, okay? Because it still be long term. Like I said, especially since I got some young energy, I see like long term where we're talking, what year? Could even be 2 years. But like, it's still your next long term connection, and it feels good until you realize this person's nature, because they haven't been hiding it from you all this time. So use your discernment. We're going to get you advice at the end, and then you'll have another long-term connection after that, which we don't have time to dig into. If that person pops up, it is what it is, okay? And then some of you, I feel like you're going to find this person's true colors during the honeymoon, and that's for better, for worse. Like I say honeymoon, not like wedding, but like holiday trip, because there is traveling on my table. So some of you are going to realize like, okay, I'm connecting with this person very deeply. So we're tightening up, y'all. We're finding the generalization in all of these random scenarios that y'all threw at me today. I wasn't ready. I'm not going to lie. But like, there's going to be some type of holiday trip, some type of holiday travel, some type of holiday experience. So right now it's New Year. By the end of this year, right, you'll have met this person, be dating this person or something, and you'll have your revelations. That's what I mean by moving quickly, because it's within this year. It feels like within this year. By the end of the year, during the holiday season, you'll be like, man, I've only been with this person a few months, and we're moving quickly. You move in together, like you may move with this person if this person moves to work or something like that. Like, it's moving quickly, and you're being encouraged where it's not scandalous, right? Like, even if you're like, no, I'm definitely scandalous, because why would I, take my friend's crush? That friend didn't like that crush. Like, they didn't know that person. You like, leave that alone. Like, connect with the person you're connecting with, okay? Where it's like lighthearted like that. Where y'all start getting scandalous in nature, it seems like you have a snake in your garden, gonna have a snake in your garden. And your next relationship, I hate that this is my pile like this, because what's going on with the Peppermint Mocha? I wanted all of you guys to have great energy, but I mean, I don't control the energy. I had a different pile that wasn't the best, but this one, the shadow is a shadow. Like you may realize you have a snake in your garden if you know you got with somebody under suspicious circumstances. I'll say that because everything about the deepening of the scandalous in nature is, I mean, that was a snake in somebody else's garden. It's a snake in your garden. So use your discernment when engaging people so that you don't fall into that snake in your garden energy by the end of 2025, real time, whatever holiday season is pending for you, okay? Especially when we talk about like around Christmas time, okay? Because that's when we start celebrating it around this moon and all of that, okay? So just watch it, okay? Some of you I even see this person in the shadow sense may even start being really flirtatious with other people while traveling with you. See? That hyper competitive energy, one-on-one up people doesn't just go away. Okay? So watch that. I mean, I like that it's a warning because now you can pivot if this is incoming for you. So tell me, this is my last deck. I'll get your advice after this. Who's coming towards my pile number 3 in love? What I love, my liar signs pile, your spirit guides are a little bit ahead of you. They're like, okay, we know how that pile 3 is. They're like weirdly, oddly loyal. Because I hate to say it, the lighter side of the pile is overly loyal to their own personal detriment. Like, let me sacrifice myself for somebody else's happiness. The other pile is exceptionally selfish. Like, the shadow is selfish. They don't care about anything. They don't care about burning bridges. They don't care about terrorizing like their own family. Like, this is someone that would like betray their own family. Own family can't trust them, okay? But like I said, the lighter side is like, well, you know, if my friend liked this person first, I really should leave it alone. Well, was your friend dating that person? Did your friend know that person? Some of y'all, this person, like your friend don't even know this person's name. They saw them, thought they were cute, and y'all doing the weird childish thing of dibs. Like, oh, you saw him first. No, these are people, right, that you have to be compatible with. And that's why I mention it, because I do have a little bit of young energy. Like you can't, like your friends will be fine if you all like have a random crush at school and stuff like that, okay? So let me get your last cards. I love that I'm giving you the go. When you meet this person, when this energy comes in, you can feel comfortable and confident in it, okay? Reconciliation, be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. Some of you, this card is a symbol of this is past energy. Ooh, it is South Node. Some of you, this already happened. So reconciliation talks about where like you kind of, you are interested in somebody that you thought you had potential with, but you were like, no, my friend liked them first. That's weird. Don't do that. On the lighter side, okay? They don't know them. They like, don't do that, okay? On the shadow side, I mean, don't take this person back when you discover who they are. Ooh, I got it. See, I don't live scandalous lives like y'all. I'm not judging you, but like I wasn't ready for that today. I'm drinking lemon water. I haven't even had coffee today, but like it hit me. This is a past pile. So my lighter side, if you're dating this person, you're engaging this person, keep going. Don't worry about it. The friend will either get over it. And if they take it that personally, that's fine because they don't know this person. And this person doesn't know them based on my table, on my lighter side. Also, if you withheld, like if you were interested in somebody historically, did I have that on the table? I feel like I might have seen that on the table. Because maybe that's why I have all of the social media energy. So you liked somebody, your friend liked somebody, right? So now you're watching them on social media and stuff like that instead of engaging them because like you're worried because this friend that they don't even know each other. They don't talk. I mean, I say they don't know each other. They probably know each other, but they're not together. They don't talk. There was no serious connection. You're going to have an opportunity to reconcile with this person. And when that happens, the answers you need are coming. The energy is gaining momentum. Do not let your past hold you back. Now, the whole wave of chaotic situations where y'all are messing with each other's friends and things like that, that person gonna want to reconcile after you find them out. Leave that alone. I mean, you're going to do it anyway because that's why they're coming up as your next partner. But that person's going to want to reconcile. And it feels like your spirit team is trying to support you and making sure you know this person was never with you for the right reasons, if that makes sense. It's all about being very competitive. Who are y'all asking me about on my table? And I see who y'all asking me about. Who are y'all dealing with to where when I say who's coming towards you in love, how you'll recognize your next partner? Why is this on my table in the shadow sense? I am going to pull more, I promise. I need to see these other cards. How long is this pile? It's way longer than I wanted it to be. It's fine. I don't give you guys as many readings, and I may kind of like, let me see. I got student, social media. Yeah, some of you are going to connect. Okay, so after all of this chaos where you lack discernment and get caught up in chaotic third party situations, and you find out that person or found out that person, or listen to me in this reading and completely avoid that person, because you don't have to live this chaos if it's incoming. You can use your discernment, not get caught up in third party situations. There's someone you knew from your youth, right? There's somebody you went to school with, somebody like school, whether university, whether childhood, like there's someone you knew some way, maybe a twin, maybe knows your twin, that you're going to connect with after all of this, and you probably can bypass all of this and connect with that person in the healthiest sense. That's why we have that familiar energy of you connecting very deeply and quickly. It's because you have that foundation of knowing each other, being from like the same town and things like that. I get that. Okay, so some of you, that's the thing. So let me get more here and close you out. I'm about to get your advice. You're welcome. Some of you got what you would have needed from a personal reading, which is why we do this on the channel. We want to kind of make some messages accessible to everybody. So let me see. Okay, here we go. Very soon, freedom. Yeah, very soon you'll be free of whatever that chaos is, if that's the thing. Others of you where you're just holding yourself back for like a friend's feelings that you're overextending, very soon you'll feel free enough to do what you want to do in pursuit of romance, okay? You may need to watch this multiple times because I feel like I went through a lot of stuff, okay? But be clear about what you want, because within a blink of an eye, it will be yours. And when we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love. Can you be your truest self with this person? If not, it's not real, okay? Safe place. You may have come from the other pile. I won't lead you there. It was a great pile. That's how you know you're on the lighter side. If you pick that other pile, and I won't tell you which one, because you know if you did, because you remember the message, you're the lighter side, okay? And I'm not saying just because you picked two piles, because there was also another pile that was almost as chaotic as this one. It wasn't as chaotic as this one. This one had it beat. So if you pick the other chaotic pile, you're most likely the shadow. If you pick the lighter pile that was like heavy light energy, then you know you're on a lighter side here, okay? That's me helping you. But Safe Place says there's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you are protected by your partner's love. Safe place, supported. You're not doing anything wrong on the lighter side. On the shadow side, everything was wrong, and that's why we end up here. I have other readings that you may be able to find more clarity on. And if you join memberships, I do have some concepts that I want to be able to get out where we go more in depth with stuff like this. I hate in public readings when it gets super shadowy, because I know people watch this just for entertainment and they watch it because they, want to feel good, but I don't control the energy. So let me get your advice and close you out. Adaptation is ascension. Pivot, adjust. When you see who somebody truly is, move. And you know what? Adaptation is ascension. Ascension is the same thing. Like, two people are compatible very early stages. It's not that deep. Two other people are compatible. It's fine. But when someone shows you who they are, it is. Because when I say scandalous in nature, I promise I'm not judging you guys. I really don't care, because it's not my life. I don't have to live it. But I want you to be cognizant of the people you're dealing with. Because if you're like, yeah, I found the love of my life, it just was an unfortunate circumstance. Like, it was my partner's best friend or something like that. Think about the type of person, or like, I found the love of my life, whatever the reversal. I can't even think right now. But if someone would like do that to somebody they are supposedly close with, or even family with, like a family member or a sibling, think about what kind of person that is, like as a person. I know love, feelings, all the things, but just think about what that means about your ability to trust somebody that just does not care about their own family or friends. You know what I'm saying? Adaptation is ascension, and learning that is key. Please avoid this if this is incoming. I don't want it on my table. If this is incoming, pay attention to the chaotic situations and circumstances around you. If you know you already have an interest in somebody that you know it would be scandalous in nature with, I would leave it alone, okay? To avoid it in my life. That's what I would do. But it is on your table, so you can do what you want. After that, if it is chaotic and blows up, you're going to connect with somebody possibly from school at one point, possibly from your hometown at some point, and that will be great, and it will accelerate quickly in a healthy way. And you're going to have to be cognizant of not letting this stuff affect that when that comes in, because it feels like 3-4 steps. The shadow definitely came from the other pile. I love it. I'm putting up fewer readings. So you guys are really picking multiple piles to make a personalized experience. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, okay? And if you want more, go to memberships. And if you need something even more than that, book a personal reading, all right? We have not only are you the creation, you are the creator. Watch that. You got to be cognizant of how you engage people and allow people to engage you. So lightest side, make your move. You are the creator. Like, do what you feel like you need to do. On the shadow side, you created this mess. You had a hand in this mess, whatever the mess is. But I do see a recovery, and I see somebody you're very compatible with. I'm telling you, somebody from school, somebody from your town. You'll connect very quickly after that shadow, because you'll know what you want. You'll know who you are. You'll remember who you are, right? So the bottom, find the little bits of connections and the energy of the universe. There you are. There you go. That is all I have for you today. My pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew. You have a type of reading that honestly you need to be a member of the Onyx key. Okay? Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4, my eggnog. Let's see who's coming towards you in love and how you'll recognize your next partner. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited for this pile because I was cleansing and getting your stuff together, and then I started seeing all kinds of secret admirer indicators. So some of you already have somebody that's like watching you, interested in you, asking about you, and I think it's going to progress into something nice. So look at you, look at you. I'm gonna jump into this, but I want to make sure that everyone knows, for those of you that are new, I read as well as channel past, present, and incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey, okay? We're already like 2-0 with shadow piles. I don't feel, there's one pile, I don't think it has a shadow. It might have been a light shadow, but there's two piles that have shadows. Don't be scared to pick more than one pile if you do, because even in the shadows there are lighter sides. Most of the best lighter sides of lighter pot. Some of the lightest messages merge into piles with shadows because it's an extreme energy, right? Polarities always manifest together. So I like to see when we're honest as readers here, right? Like, we want a real message and how to get to the things. So what's going on with this eggnog? Prosperity lies ahead, new moon and Taurus. Ooh, this is somebody stable. They're grounded. They got their stuff together. It feels like somebody that's like, yeah, no, I'm watching pile 4. I like this eggnog. You know what? I even got like it feels like, you know how when people feel like they level up in life and they're like, yeah, now I want to date somebody. It feels like they have you on their radar. You know what I'm saying? And like, they're like, no, I just got this little promotion. I just got this big bonus, or I got this dream client. Like, you know what I'm saying? My business is doing really well. Like, when people feel prosperous as an individual, they start wanting to connect more with other people because we're community-based creatures. So this is the healthiest person that's been on my table today. They seem like, I'm together. Now let me be together with somebody else. I love it. Great job, eggnog, bringing me something good to read. Let's see. All right, at the bottom, I've got the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay. Let's get you into frame. Great work. If you came from the other pile or piles where this card came out in Sagittarius season, Gemini season, Gemini Sagittarius placements may be relevant, okay? For sure. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4, my eggnog. Who's coming towards my eggnog in love? They're coming. Like, and I'm not kidding. They're coming. It's going to be a success. They will, yeah, 2 of confirmations. They're coming. It's going to be great. It's going to be success because this is someone that feels like they're doing good as an individual and like they're very openly looking to connect with you, right? Like they will say something soon. So whenever you find this reading, because this is a timeless message, there's someone actively interested in you that feels like they're doing good enough to where they're wanting to merge with somebody else, okay? We got number 15, the shadow. This is the devil card, self-empowerment, ambition, ruled by the sign of Capricorn, okay? And Capricorn rules the 10th house of someone that, like, of career, social status, reputation. So this person seems to be thriving in those areas. They're looking good. They're feeling good. They're really successful right now. And I don't know if that's put them in proximity to you and in their interest in you, but something about how successful, how fulfilled this person is feeling right now is making them be very active towards you specifically. So anyone where that would make sense, there you go. So let me keep pulling these cards. Someone that's very composed and about their business, okay? Yeah, we got a Queen of Feathers, perception and truth. Someone really intellectual, okay? Like really smart, really good with words, really good at knowing what to say in front of whatever audience, right? Like when they're at work, they know how to interact with people at work. They're the life of the party with their family and friends, right? Like they're very good at engaging people to make friends, acquaintances, and networking. Like this is someone that's an excellent communicator, very good at socializing. But there is a certain coldness to their energy, okay? Tell me more about my pile number 4, my eggnog, please. 2. Okay, 5 of acorns, challenging growth, change, possibilities. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So, this is someone that's been hardened by life in the best way. Like this is someone that's stable, grown, mature. They've learned some hard lessons, but they haven't let it limit them. They've let it advance them. Like they seem to have cracked the code of prosperity. They know exactly what to do, when and how to do it, how to engage people, how to like manipulate their circumstances. 5 of acorns is challenges, it's active energy. If you have to pick one word to describe it, it's change, it's transition, it's transformation. It's the most unstable you can be because before you ground, it's chaos. Think of building a home literally from the ground up. It's just a bunch of pieces of wood, some like nails, glass, like that has to come together. So you have to organize it, put it together, take the time to build it so it could be this beautiful home. That's what the 5 of acorns represents. And not only is that how this person's kind of built themselves up in their life, but like it feels like someone that's seeing an uptick in an extreme sense in their circumstances. Like they feel blessed. Like this is a person that's like, I'm winning in life. Like I got rare opportunities. Like I am up financially. Like the Wheel of Fortune feels like someone that is exceptionally lucky as their energy grounds. Okay. So let me see what's at the bottom. Yeah, the sun. Exactly. Vibrant, bright personality. Sun is ruled by the sign of Leo. It's the 5th house of joy, pleasure, your friends, all the things that excite you in this life. Like it is the card, the sign that actually would rule romance. So like I said, vitality, joy. This person is glowing, literally glowing right now. How do you recognize them? Who around you is glowing? When you meet new people, who in the room is literally glowing? Because this person is like literally glowing. I love that for you. It feels like you got a really stable partner coming in. Tell me more about my pile number 4, my eggnog. Who's coming towards my eggnog in love? It's a person that glows because they know what it's like to not glow. Right? Like 5 of acorns is struggle and working hard. Like it's someone that appreciates the home because they saw when it was just dust. You know what I'm saying? They saw all the broken glass and having to replace parts and all of the things and the setbacks. because they were there for every step of the journey. So they were fully present for every step of the journey. So to see the home, the analogy of the home standing tall, finished, it's like, wow, like we've been building this, we've been working on this, we've been getting all these pieces together. So someone with that mentality, someone with life experiences that would mirror that. Tell me more about my eggnog. Who's coming towards my eggnog and love? Oh, they're coming too. You see how that landed? That's a maturing energy, and it's late. So the clarity regarding this person is coming. The answers you need regarding this person coming. Okay? And I say coming like it feels like someone already watching you. I mentioned it at the beginning. So who is this? Mountains. Solid. Someone that's very solid. Okay? Elevation, peak, climbing, transcendence. That's the energy we describe. And mountain feels very strong and sturdy of a person that like of a build. Like it's someone that's possibly very strong. It could be someone that has a twin, because I know that card keeps coming out. But it could be someone that's very dual and adaptive in nature. I mentioned someone that fits in about, all over the place, knows how to engage people. But Capricorn energy is typically known as very sturdy and very stable, as is Taurus, two earth signs. So I see the mountains kind of affirming that, like someone that is like strong, okay? Regardless of their build, you look at them and they look like a strong person, okay? Yeah. More, okay, so how am I holding this? Yeah, I'm holding it right. Okay, so I've got isolation, depression, loneliness. The Hermit is in reverse. Now, I know it says isolation, depression, and loneliness. This person may have had a period of life like that. Literally, this is not a person that stays in. This is a person that goes outside, okay? Like, this is a person that's very social. Hermit is to yourself, right? So let me see more. Like, they're trying to reach certain peaks. This is a person with career goals. They understand that you cannot be to yourself if you have certain career goals. You have to have a loud personality. You have to be social. You have to make friends. Okay. Very, very serious about their work ethic, okay? Faith, vows, church, practice, holy worship, sacred. They could be religious in nature when we talk about spirituality, but this is someone that's very religious in their routine and the things that they need to do, because you don't get where this person is by not having a routine, by not being religiously consistent in nature, okay? So check them out. I'll get one more on the bottom here. And then we'll pull from those love decks. Okay. Maturing. They're already around you, okay? Like, they're already around you. And if they are not near future, as soon as you meet this person, they'll start like actively watching you on social media, actively asking about you, like popping up where you work, because they're like just trying, like, oh, I just needed this, yeah, I know you work here, but like I shop here all the time, even though they didn't, like really trying to like observe you and get your attention. Yeah, maturing energy of rags to riches, self-made, abundant, rich, full circle, changes, joy. That is this Wheel of Fortune, the Sun energy. Letter R could be relevant. Listen, you want this partner. Look at me. I'm the reader. I'm very unbiased when I read the energy. That's why I read it clearly. But you want this person. They're stable. Like, unless you don't want a serious relationship, I don't know why you're on this reading if that's not what you want. Because who's coming towards you in love? How you'll recognize your next partner, somebody exceptionally stable, someone that's possibly seen the lowest of lows with rags to riches, right? That 5 of acorns to the wheel, someone that's worked for everything that they have. They understand routine, they understand discipline. Like, if that scares you, then like, I don't know what to tell you, because I know some people like, ooh, strict. I don't know that, yeah, if this person does feel strict, I'm not gonna lie. So if that's not you, maybe you, I don't know, something about you're attracting a person that feels slightly strict. They know how to have fun. They know how to enjoy life. We have it here, but they're stable, right? You don't have to worry about anything, especially when we talk about financially, okay? A little discipline never hurt anybody, and they're going to look so good, right? We got fitness, cosmetic surgery, body modification. This is somebody that really cares what they look like. They take pride in their presentation of themselves. Like, this is someone that looks good. Okay, and they think you look good, but like everything that you would want in a partner It's just like, I know some people like, no, I want somebody that's a little more laid back, somebody that's really like, more free spirit. Not this person. They're friendly, they're social, they're outgoing, but they're strict. Like, they have discipline because you don't get the things that they have without having it, right? Like, you have to have discipline to get where this person is, okay? Especially when we talk about really low lows and high highs, like having to pull yourself up out of a hole like this person may have done. You have to have discipline to achieve that. So like I said, that's the only thing that you may not care for depending on your energy. If you're strict too, then you love it. But some of you are like, ooh, okay, let me just tighten up a little bit. If this person's coming in, they're going to be strict. They're going to be stable, okay? Eggnog. Tell me more about this eggnog pile who's coming towards you in love. I love that, but this is my best pile already. Check you out. I love that the stress of this pile, that's potential shadow, is like, okay, so this person's strict, okay? Because, like, I personally see that as a good problem to have. Like, clock, needing time, cycles, takes time to heal, progressing. Yeah, so there's someone that likes to be on time. Like, they like, if you struggle with that, they like to be on time for stuff, okay? Oh, look at that. Okay, so soulmates was just sitting here. It must have fell out with clock. They do like to be on time, but this is someone that's gonna see you as their soulmate. Like, they feel like meeting you at the right time. So this, okay, yes, I love how clear this pile is. I've only been watching this pile for 14 minutes. I mean, I've only been doing this. Oh, some of you are like, oh, I've been watching. Some of you wanted me to give you a time check. If you're gonna be late for something, pause me and come back, or bring me with you. Don't be late. Do not be late, because sometimes what you're doing slips into the reading. Do not be late. Take me with you, okay? I move. Put me on the phone. I come with, okay? Because I'm like, I've been watching this for 14 minutes. You've been watching me for 14 minutes, okay? But this is a person that feels like they met you right on time, okay? Like, right when they were reaching the peak of their career, right when they like stepped into their dream job, right when they got like the degree that they want to get, whatever it is, they feel like, okay, no, this is why I'm so locked in with the eggnog, because like the timing makes sense. Like, I'm finally where I need to be able to be a good partner romantically. And then boom, pile 4, my dream person, the person I could see myself like, this is a soulmate. Like, the timing is too right. It's too lined up. So that's where this person's head is. They're like, no, it's too perfect, right? I hit my riches, right? Like, I'm literally glowing. Like, I'm a star in my industry. I'm up. And then God threw me this partner. That's how it is. So I like it. But yeah, definitely, if you're gonna be late for something, like I'm telling you, I gave you a time check. How long? Bring me with you, okay? Don't be late. We don't want to throw anybody off, okay? Especially when you don't have to. Like, put me on the phone, okay? Engagement ring, higher commitment, eternity, partnership, and union. Well, this is someone you're going to get engaged to for sure. This is someone you're going to spend the holidays with for sure. This is someone that sees you as exactly what they're looking for at this stage of their life and career. Boom, the end. I love it though, because it's clear. This person is clear. I'm telling you, they are asking about you, watching you, things like that. I've got a maturing energy of picture. So I don't want everybody thinking that I'm constantly plugging memberships. I let y'all know. And if it doesn't call you, do not feel pressured. If you're interested, I like to remind you, one of the readings that's coming this month in January for memberships is a Making Memories muffin. So it's muffin theme, but it's like the whole thumbnail is Polaroid theme, right? Like references to the past, okay? And creating past, currently, and going forward. So it's like a what's coming in love, but it's a first impression. So it's like part 2 to this. If you're interested, you definitely have a pile there, okay, when it comes live. But looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. This is someone that wants to make photo albums with you. Rags to riches, they want to take like holiday pictures. Like, they're going to want to like document all the things. Like, this is someone that's going to take like random pictures of you when you're like on dates because they want to make a scrapbook. They're like, no, like, honestly, the person is so sweet and intense. I mentioned strict, but they are still sweet and fun, because the sun energy is fun, that like they'll be taking random pictures that you find unflattering. Like, that's not a cute picture, delete it immediately. They're like, no, this is going when we show our kids. What kids? We're on date number 2. I know, but listen, What if we make it to day 10? What if we make it to engagement? Like, that's this person's playful banter. Like, you don't know where we're going to be in a year. What if we're married in a year? We need this for our video when we walk in to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's this person's energy. They have that playful vibe. I love that for you. And I've got the snake, competition and enemy, the other woman looking over your shoulder. Well, what is that? Oh, okay. I got you. This is a highly coveted person. Like, everybody wants this person, and they should, because this person seems great. Especially if you are what I consider to be feminine in nature, since we have the other woman. It's constantly people wanting this person's attention. So this is a person that gets a lot of attention. They don't seem all over the place like that based on the table. So the table doesn't feel like someone they feel strict. They feel picky. So like, they're all into you, and you'll know it. How you'll know is they will be paying other people complete dust. They're not interested in dating anyone else. Like, and even if you flip it and you're asking about someone feminine in nature, this person is not friendly to other people that are interested in them romantically that they're not interested in. And they will not be friendly to people that like try to engage you romantically in their presence. Like, I get that too. The snake is like, oh, wait, hold on. You don't see me here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not friendly. So I mentioned strict, okay? But again, I don't feel like this person is engaging any of their other options, but someone like this will always have options. So the shadow is, if you're a little flowy, person's kind of strict, but that's good because that's going to keep you on track. Other part is, they're not friendly to people. If someone flirts with you in front of them, they're not gonna have it. Other potential shadow is, they're just a hot commodity. They look good and they're stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no real trade-offs. I'm not saying this person's perfect. Everyone has flaws, like, especially when we talk about incompatibility, but this person seems to have it together to where just from the outside looking in, everybody's like, oh, I need a piece of that. So you'll have that competitive energy around you just because that's what people are interested in. And that's good for you because you know you have a partner of quality that other people covet. So I wouldn't worry about it, especially since it seems like a person that's very stable and making sure that you know, and you being able to be confident in their actions, that they're not really looking to be all over the place, okay? So I got 3 more decks. Let me pull one from each, and we'll close you out because you don't need to be super like details. This person's great. We've got parental love. There's a parent-child role dynamic in this relationship. Learn how to meet your partner as an equal. If you like it, it depends on what you like, right? I don't have any strong feelings either way towards this energy. So step 1, this is a person that's close with their parents. The parents are going to love you. Your parents are going to love them. The end. I don't know why your parents wouldn't love this person. This is what parents want their children with, okay? Regardless of gender, okay? Now, this person may kind of parent you a little bit, especially if you're a little flowy. If you're a little flowy, this person's going to keep you on track. I mentioned that. I mentioned being strict. So, but it doesn't feel like aggressive. It doesn't feel aggressive. It feels like someone that helps keep you on track. Okay, like, okay, well, listen, Eggnog, you said this was your goal. And what I'm looking at, that's not going to help you achieve your goal. So what are you doing? Right? Like, it's like, yeah, it's someone that's going to hold you accountable. And also, this person's a nurturer. So if you've, I find that people that are very strong in energy like that dynamic in a connection where their partner kind of coddles them a little bit and like nurtures them, like, oh no, give Eggnog, Eggnog, let me take care of Eggnog, if that makes sense. Like a partner that takes care of you actively, whether we mean in a maternal sense or a paternal sense, you know exactly what I mean. I see that being a little bit of a dynamic with you too, okay? Like I said, I don't have strong feelings either way. It's a compatibility thing. We do have on a pedestal. Someone new will put you on a pedestal and treat you like royalty. You'll feel loved and cherished. It's like the princess treatment, okay? The end. Like, that's what I get. Because I got pedestal and engagement ring, I mentioned this person being very stable. How you'll know? Well, one, I do see engagement on the table, but I also see really really nice engagement ring. So if you like that type of thing, even if you don't, this person does. So really nice engagement ring. Okay. It's complicated, a complex person, but I felt like I wanted one more mature relationship. You know what? That kind of goes into that paternal love. There could be a little bit of an age difference. There could be an extreme age difference. Something about the age thing, okay? Whether you're older or not, this union will be focused on companionship, support, dependability, and love. You'll be feeling very grown together, regardless of your age. Even if you're like you're super young, something about you two together feel mature. Like this feels like a couple that actually will do well bonding with much older couples. So like a couple in their 20s or 30s being able to be in rooms with people in like their 50s and 60s all the time and just blending in really well with them. That's what I'm getting. Okay. But someone that really wants to take care of their partner and dote on and spoil the partner. Okay. Love, hate. There's an indecisive pattern in this relationship. Can't live with them, can't live without them situation. When y'all get into it, it will be intense. I'm not gonna lie. I do see an intensity here. So be mindful of that. It could be a shadow, you'll know. But it won't be unforgivable, if that makes sense. It's more of a intense emotions between the two of you. So like if you're into it, you'll probably get into it. Somebody is probably going to be jealousy related in some sense, but it's not, right? I still see the reassurance. So this is someone, when you argue with them, that's why you have love hate. Like, well, I can't, it feels like remember the Rihanna Neo song, right? Hate how much I love you. That's it. Like when you're into it, you still love each other. You still look out for each other, support each other. Because again, nothing is perfect. That's the vibe I get. Okay. So let me get one more from this deck, one from the other. I'll get your advice and closure out. I think this is pretty healthy. It feels stable. It feels healthy. So give me more for the eggnog. Eggnog. One more, please. Express your love. You're not gonna have issues communicating, and that's why I mentioned like the arguments, the conversations may get a little heated, intense, because you are both gonna be very expressive. You're gonna be comfortable and confident expressing yourselves with one another. Like this is a person you're like, man, we had a huge fight. It's probably over, and they call you like talking to you, and you're like, you're not still mad at me. They're like, yeah, I'm still mad at you, but what's that got to do with what I'm calling you for? You coming over or not? Like, yeah, I'm mad at you. You coming over? That's what it feels like, right? Like, okay, just because we're mad at each other doesn't mean it's over. We just work through it. We talk about it like adults. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone you're comfortable, like, because you know that animosity that builds when people are passive and they don't talk about why they're mad. That's not healthy. But you don't have to worry about that with this person, because they will let you know, and you got very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. They are going to express how they feel soon. I mentioned this person already asking about you, already looking at you, all the things like that. The answers you need are coming, and I mean, they're going to let you know, okay? Or if you're aggressive and dominant, if you engage this person, because this may be somebody that you like too. If you know who this is and you engage them, I could see this coming together closer. I could see this coming together sooner, but it just feels like someone that's going to be very active towards you in some way, especially when we talk about those that are more masculine presenting, because I got a very grown man vibe, regardless of gender. Like that's just the energy, okay? So good for you, good for this person, and all of the things. Tell me my last message for my eggnog, and we will give them advice on this person. All right, yeah, okay. Letter F could be relevant. I'm gonna take the splitting because I almost bent this card. Oh, and I rarely ever shout out Queen Sugar Tarot, but I use her deck all the time, and she is on YouTube. So just letting you know. But spiritual awakening, your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. They feel like it's a soul connection. That's why they're asking about you. That's why they're watching you and all of the things. Okay, they feel like they're in a spiritual ascension in the best way, like the opposite of a dark night of a soul. They feel like that wheel of fortune is spinning upwards, that rags to riches is spiking upwards, and they are realizing like, okay, I could see myself with pile 4. We've got F is relevant, friends and family. So they're asking your friends, they're asking your family. If you know their family, they're asking their family, like when the last time you saw eggnog, you know, or things like what you think of eggnog, right? We have final shot, which says now is the time, the clock is ticking. If you're going to be late for something, take me with you. But they feel like things are aligning, because that's my second reference to a clock in this group. Okay, but again, now is the time, the clock is ticking. If you never shoot your shot, then you will always wonder what if. This person's very active. They know they're wanting to move on you. They're asking, I'm telling you, family and friends. And you will see soon, because one of the first cards you got was the answers you need, like a comment, okay? So let me give you your advice on what you need to do, especially since I'm reading for the more receptive side of the because the dominant is a dominant, right? Like, I feel like, and that's no offense to people that are more passive, I feel like people that identify as masculine in nature that are picking this pile, like, if you know who I'm talking about, like, I feel like this is a pile of, yeah, you're telling me that's exactly who I'm interested in too. Let me make my move. Like, I feel like this is a pile of, if masculines are selecting this pile, I don't need to tell them to act, because they already are. If they know who it is, or whenever this energy seems to manifest, they'll move. The more receptive energy, right? Let me see what you need to do, because it feels very active on my table, okay? What I said, I think it's funny. You effortlessly attract and receive wealth, abundance, and prosperity. You just focus on your wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead. The answers you need are coming. You have some prosperity coming in, just to let you know, okay? But yes, you effortlessly attract and receive wealth, abundance, and prosperity. And let me see what is at the bottom. Drops of Jupiter. That's that Wheel of Fortune, expansive energy. That's Jupiter rules Sagittarius season is relevant. Sagittarius season, Sagittarius placements, it's relevant. And again, that is the planet of luck and fortune. This person is up. Like, this person seems to have had some lucky situations fall into their lap in terms of their business and career, and they feel like you align with that, and they're coming. So you just you keep effortlessly attracting this person, because again, they're already asking about you. You're already on their radar, things like that. So you just keep effortlessly attracting, okay? And then in all areas of life, so that you can receive wealth, abundance, and prosperity. I mentioned drops of Jupiter. That's luck. So good for you. You just keep being lucky. All right. So that is all I have for you today, my eggnog pile. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join the crew so you can stay in tune on all the exclusive content we have on that Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching.